What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of EJRC Outdoors. Today, maybe you can tell, we're going camping in the woods with some snow on the ground, but it's a little bit warmer today. So it's a better day for me to go because we're doing something special today. And today, I'm camping for the first time in the woods without a tent. So that's why it is a special day. I'm bringing only a tarp and I'm gonna build a little shelter. So I've got a full pack back here, which is tied down. I don't know how securely. I just used like 3 overhand knots. Still learning my knots. And yeah, so we're gonna march back, find a good spot to set up camp. I don't know if I wanna go open area or in the woods yet. And then we're gonna get to building our shelter. Some ice there. Oh, good thing we got the muck boots on. So let's get out there and start building our camp. One thing that's cool about out here is this is where we hunt. There's tons and tons of deer tracks everywhere. One other quick thing to note is my car is parked here, so I have a bunch of extra supplies in my car. This isn't like real backcountry stuff. If I would need something or if I'd get super cold, I could just go to my car. And it's not that cold tonight. I'll look at the temperature here in a little bit. And then, oh, our location. So we're in Strasburg, Ohio, or just outside of Strasburg, Ohio, at some hunting property that my family owns. Today's December 28th, and before Christmas, I mean, it was down to like 0 degrees for most of the country. Today it's somewhere between 35 and 45 or something around there. I think I've officially located the spot in which I want to camp. I wanted to be a little bit into the woods, but also I need the light for filming, and also just because I don't want it to get dark super quick, so I don't want to go way in the woods where the trees are gonna make it dark sooner. And I have a nice view here. Once I make my fire, I'll have a nice view outside. Little cove here, you can see a little ridge on both sides, will protect me from the wind, and I get the best of both worlds. I get the open out here. There's a pond over there, but also get to be protected from the wind a little bit. So we're gonna go about now starting to set up our shelter. This should be interesting. I think now I've made a decent little shelf in this tree. So what I want to do is take a big piece of wood and lay it in the V to here, and we'll strap it on there, and then I'll lay my tarp over that, and we'll get it started like that. I think I found the perfect piece of wood for our job. A little up higher, this is going to work great, and it's part of this big tree, so it won't kill the tree just to take this piece off. Oh, we did it. That was a lot of work. Phew. Check this out, guys. So we've got our log coming through here, right down into here. I think I'm going to cut this out a little bit more just so it fits a little tighter. And then we'll use some rope to lash it just to be safe. Whew. All right, I think we're all good now. We've got this thing cut out a little bit more. I did push on this a little bit, so I don't think it's gonna fall. There's still enough of that tree left to keep it sturdy, at least for one night. And let's get, we're gonna try to get a little bit more of the tree this way, just so there's some more weight keeping it over here. I pushed a little more of the tree past it, and you can see here, just because of the angle we have and the tension, even if this would come off of there, the tension keeps it against the tree. So perfect little setup right there. Okay, we've got like a haphazard shelter set up here. I flipped around the way I had it facing, just because I wanted this to be in front of me. Nice little view of the field out here. It's not great, first one ever. So far it's all right. I'm gonna go look for some pine trees now, like some pine branches, to use as bedding and or to lay up against this to block some wind. So here's what we've got so far. We've got it all strung up everywhere on our pole. We've got a little wind blocker over there. I put that thing in there. Hopefully it stays up just to keep it up. The wind is blowing into it a little bit, which is okay because it's not too cold right now. Otherwise, obviously, you wouldn't want the wind blowing into you. And we're gonna have a fire as well. So the wind's keeping it up off the ground a bit. And on the other side, right now we just have a branch, a big giant branch holding it. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any good enough pine trees nearby that had low branches that I could cut. So for now, we're gonna go with these branches. I think these are oak or beech trees. They hold their, I think both. They hold their leaves all winter. I looked it up, I'm not very good at my trees. So now for our bedding, we might do a little bit more in there just to keep us warmer. But for our bedding, we have all this grass out here. So I'm gonna take a bunch of this grass and put it down for a nice soft bed. The process of collecting all this grass is a very slow process, but our bed is looking pretty good right there. We'll have to get some more. Wanted to show you real quick this beautiful colors we got in the sky. It's like golden hour right now. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see the moon wee little up there. What a great view. That's why I enjoy sleeping outside. All right, now that we have the fire booming, and I apologize for the completely awful lighting we have here. This fire's nice, warming me up. So I don't need a fire tonight because it's not that cold, but it's just nice to have one, do some reading by later. I'm gonna keep it small so we don't catch the woods on fire and don't catch my bed on fire, which is also made out of straw. Now I'm gonna fire up our jet boil and cook my soup, which my dad gave to me. It's cheesy chicken tortilla soup. And I also brought a pear. So yummy, let's get to eat because I'm starving. Yeah. So as our soup is cooking, I'm just gonna sit here and eat my pear. Apologies for the terrible lighting. It's very hard to film at night. I should have got out here earlier to film. Pretty much now we just got a fire, got it cooking, and then we're gonna read some tonight and go to bed. It's just nice to be out here under the stars doing our thing. Good way to escape and get a little freedom from life. I'd camped outside before, but never without a tent. So I made my own little shelter. Hopefully we don't get too cold tonight. We'll keep you guys updated. Very delicious pear. I don't know what else to say at this point. Hope you guys enjoy. Our soup warmed up wicked fast. I should have stirred it sooner. I got stuck to the bottom a bit. Oh, I just spilled on myself. I'm a mess here. It tastes very good. I already tasted it. Great to have some. Soup is great in the winter when it's cold, but when you're sleeping outside in the cold, even better. Unfortunately, I cooked the soup a little too long and without stirring it, and got some stuff stuck to the pan, so I am melting some snow in here just to deglaze the pan. If you ever are cooking anytime, inside or outside, and get stuff stuck to your pan, my dad showed me the best trick. You just take some water in there, boil it, and it'll get the stuff. You can then just scrape the stuff right off if you got some hot water boiling on it. Alright, so it's 38 degrees right now. Pretty much wrapping it up for the night. What a great night. Still have our little fire going. We've kept going. I got my sleeping bag out. I put on some extra layers. It's probably going to get down to, it's saying 35 tonight, so not that much colder. My sleeping bag's rated to 30 degrees. I bundled up here just because I'm not in a tent where it's keeping my heat in. I put on sweatpants and a sweatshirt under my layers, and I think I'm ready to go. So just enjoying a couple Hershey Kisses that I snuck in my pocket. Then I'm gonna get ready for bed and hit the snoozer. I will see you guys in the morning. I hope you've enjoyed so far. Oh, y'all, we officially made it. Shoo! Good morning. It is 7:11 a.m. 7:11. Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, it was a little bit colder than I thought last night. I think I just need a little bit better of a sleeping bag. That's not really rated for like a winter sleeping bag. It's rated to like 30 degrees. I need like a 0-degree sleeping bag. There's no beautiful sunrise for us this morning. You can see a little bit of color over there. Unfortunately, I thought we might have a nice sunrise to wake up to. All in all, we made it through the night. That's all that matters. I woke up a bunch of times. I did get a good chunk of sleep at the end between like 3 and 7 a.m. One thing that stunk was my socks were kind of wet, so just from like walking around and sweating in them, I took those off. That made my feet a bit cold. And then also, we need to figure out a better way to make the shelter warmer, because it was just too much in the open. And yes, it blocked me from any rain or anything, but it did not block the wind, and it did not keep any heat in it. So next time, that's what we need to figure out. But we did make it through the night, which is a success. I didn't die. I figured out I could make it a night in the wilderness without a tent. Here's officially one last look at our shelter. As you can see, it wasn't the best at holding heat in, but that's all right. I made it through the night. Just got to get better at making a nicer shelter for when it's cold out, and get a nicer sleeping bag. And I probably should have put the fire a little closer as well. But hey, you live and learn. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I hope you guys learned something from it and get outdoors on your own. I'm going to clean up and get going with the rest of my day. I'll see you next time on another episode of EJRC Outdoors. Peace out.